just go straight to the point right now. As an introduction, is it really true that there is a machine which is able to scan and diagnose the state of one's body much more effectively and cheaply than doctors? Well, we have not only heard the rumors, but we have seen the machine which claims to do this. Also, we have met the gentleman who conducts this test with supposedly amazing results. We invite you to join this broadcast to find out more for yourself on how important this machine is. You may call the studio line via telephone number 020-737-1619. Ladies and gentlemen, our guest is the director of Corpus Control, Mr. Arno Karlas. Welcome to Radio Voice of Naija. Good morning, show.
Good morning. Thank you very much for having me here. It is a pleasure to be here and to explain to the people that there is a simple and very good way of having a look in your own body.
Wow, I see that you are very excited to talk about this.
Yes, of course.
Wow, I'm also very excited, and I believe that our audience, they are also expected to hear more.
Yes.
Right. Now, tell the audience more of yourself, because it will be nice that we know a little bit of what you are doing for a living.
Yes. My name is Arno Karlas. I'm coming from IJsselstein. For 5 years I've been a distributor for good natural supplements. And in my way of looking new distributors, I came to Leiden, and in Leiden there is a center called the Natural Health Center, and the owner of that center is Mrs. Nahid. And she told me about this machine because she was serving, she had seen it on a fair in Switzerland, and she has the exclusive rights for the Benelux to sell this machine. But Mrs. Raha is very busy in her center in Leiden because she has built up a very good name under the cancer patients who she can help with the machine. So I'm working very close with her to get as many machines as possible in Holland, because we know that when this machine is in every place in Holland, we can deduct the cost of healthcare, and also we can deduct the statistics enormously.
Wow. So, you are saying that you are working with the Natural Center. Did I hear you correctly?
Yes, her center is called the Natural Health Center. But I'm more looking for colleagues, other therapists who like to work with the system, and that is what closely I'm doing for her. And on the other hand, I started 2 years ago my own company called Corpus Control. And we do a lot of body scans, and the nice thing is that at this moment I have 11 colleagues. They have all their own practice, but we do the measurements on location.
Right. So do you need to have a specific, a special qualification before you become a body scanner?
No, I'm myself orthomolecular therapist.
What does that mean?
That is a specific way of learning which food is good for you.
Okay.
And besides that, when people buy the system, then you get the training from the company itself to learn how you can read out and make the diagnostics when you have done the measurement.
Yeah, but that have not answered my question. My question is, are there some specific requirement, like you must have this degree or have this degree before you can become a body scanner?
Yes, of course. You need minimum. You need some medical background.
Okay, yes. So it's for those who have medical background and who want to go further.
Yes, but medical background does not mean that they should be a doctor or whatsoever. Even a physiotherapist or another therapist can work with the system.
Okay, awesome. So what led, or how did you come with this body scan?
It is called Global Diagnostics. The nice thing is that you must see it as follows. The people get 2 electrodes on their ankles. We always measure on the ankles because that is the place as well for men as women where no hair is growing. And we connect the machine to those 2 electrodes, and in 8 minutes time there is a light frequency going through your body. You will not feel anything about it, but you have to see it as follows. When you see a river, there's water going to a river, and on the bottom of the river there are stones and rocks, and the water has to go around it.
Yeah.
So what we do is a light frequency is going through your body, and there where it sees a disbalance, it has to go around it, but that information he will bring back to the system, and that gives us a lot of information about how the condition of the person is.
Well, my question has not been answered, sir. You are talking to the audience, and some of them are not specialists just like you. So I will suggest that you slow down when you are speaking so that the people can pick up what you are speaking. And secondly, my question is, what is it that led you to discover or to become part of this global diagnostic association or whatever? Is it that you were having some sicknesses before, or that you couldn't find solution? Because I think something have to lead to something. Do you understand?
Yes.
Yeah, something has to lead to some. So somebody out there will be wondering, well, I don't know what he's talking about, and I don't have any sickness in my body. But I believe if you can give us your own testimony, something must have led you. Maybe in your search, then you will now discover that there's a machine like this.
Okay. Now, the thing is that it is not only using the machine is not only for people who has already an illness or whatsoever.
Yeah.
The thing is that everybody should be aware of his own health.
Okay.
And you must see it as follows. When we're driving in our car and there's a light burning, we go to the garage and somebody's going to check your engine, looking into your engine.
Yeah.
But when we have something in our body, we go to the doctor, and 9 out of 10 times we are going away with a box of medication.
Yeah.
And that medication is not going to why the problem is there. I mean, a lot of problems that we have seen are coming that people are not drinking enough water.
Oh.
And if you don't drink enough water, I mean, as a child, the parents teach the children to jump every day under the shower to wash them on the outside.
Yeah.
But nowadays, because of the environment, we also should wash our body on the inside. So a lot of problems, health problems, start when people have too many toxins in their body.
Toxins, yes.
And that is the preventive thing which is coming out of the machine, because when we have given people the measurement, we know exactly which kind of toxins they have in the body, and we can give people advice how to get rid of the toxins.
Wow.
That is a very important thing.
Exactly.
So you don't have to be ill before you do the measurement.
That's what I want to hear.
It is preventive. We can show people their own body on the computer screen so people can understand what is going on in the body.
All right. In summary, you are saying to the audience listening to us right now that you don't really need to be sick before you examine your body.
Exactly.
And you don't also need to wait for sickness to knock at your door before you go for body scan. So body scan is going to help somebody who is very conscious, because I think it's very important we become health conscious.
Exactly.
Because when we are health conscious, people will not be dropping dead anyhow.
Exactly.
Right. So because every day we are making some toxins, is that?
Yes.
Right. And those toxins need to be eradicated.
Yes.
Or flushed out.
Yes.
Through this machine.
Exactly.
Oh.
We can do that through the machine, but what we see, that if we have done a body scan with a person and he is seeing the number of toxins that he has in his body, then many times we give people advice, drink more water.
Yeah.
People they don't understand the volume that you have to take every day. It is very simple. For every 30 kilogram of body weight, you have to drink 1 liter water a day.
Yeah.
So if people have a weight of 60 kilograms, they need to drink 2 liters a day. What we can see, for instance, with our body scan, we get a clear picture of the lymphatic system of a person. Now, the lymphatic system is made that we are sweating, but if we see that the toxins are already in the lymphatic system, people, they can sweat, but the toxins are not going out of their body. So that's why we have to say to the people, clean first your lymphatic system. And how do you do that? And everybody in a big city can start doing it already. Drink every day 1 liter water with the juice of a fresh lemon. Yes, that will clean your system very good. And then your body starts filtering better. And when it is filtering better, the toxins are going out of your body. A lot of people, they have pains in their body and they don't know where it is coming from. Well, when the toxins are in the lymph already, that is giving on itself already some pains which you cannot explain. So if people start drinking more water, they will see a lot of the pains will disappear.
Yes.
But coming back to the other point, I mean, we go to the doctor on the moment that we have a problem.
Yeah.
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 That can be a little bit too late.
Yes.
And we like to see if there is a problem developing in the body. And that you only can see by doing this body scan, because you can, on a simple way, have a look in your own body.
Wow. So if somebody does this scan,
Yes.
can the person now go to the doctor and say, these are the things I found out in my body? Won't it be very, very funny? Because the doctor will begin to wonder, how
Yes.
come you have these
Yes.
things?
Yes. Now the thing is, people can go with the results to the doctor, but then the doctor will ask, "Van, how do you know that?"
Yeah.
And then people are going to say, "Well, I did a body scan."
Yeah.
And then many doctors, because don't forget it, in Holland, the pharmaceutical industry is very powerful. So the doctors will not believe it. The doctors, that is the problem that we have. I mean, the system is built in Switzerland. In Switzerland, Austria and Germany, there are a lot of traditional doctors, even hospitals, working with this system. In Holland not, because in Holland they prefer to sell medication. And we like to lower down the medication. I mean, we have a lot of natural way to help the people that they don't have to take medication anymore, because medication is also all chemical.
It's true?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why it is good if we lower down the medication by giving their advices how they can do it in a natural way.
Are there something that your organization or those who you are working with, like the woman that have the natural health center,
Yeah.
are there something you guys are doing to make sure that this global diagnostic scanning
Scan machine, yes.
machine
Yeah.
is being known globally? I mean, it's been known by by medical practitioners so that they can allow it.
Yes. The thing is, and that is again related to the pharmaceutical industry, when we bring it in a wide scale, I mean, we are now with 11 colleagues.
Yeah.
If we put tomorrow 1,000 euro on the table, we can sit at Sunday at the television show. For instance, Harry Mens, you have every Sunday morning we have a program like that.
Yeah.
But when we're going to sit over there, there might be a chance that the pharmaceutical industry will try to knock us down. And that's why we have to be careful. So we do it slowly. We have 11 colleagues and everybody's very busy in doing the scans, and we are looking for more colleagues. So slowly we will get spread over the whole country.
Awesome, awesome. Well, somebody out there listening to this broadcast, we are talking about a global diagnostic scan that is able to find out, diagnose your body, and also provide solution.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Now even we can give people also a treatment with the system.
Yes.
Yeah.
So in case anybody needs treatment, Mr. Arno Karlas can give you that treatment.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Now let me ask you: do you have some health challenges that have been corrected through this body scan from
Yes.
your practice?
Yes, we have a lot of good examples.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, when I even I have it in my machine. When my mother, for instance, 2 years ago, she got an inflammation on the hip. She had got an operation and she was having an inflammation on the hip. And then you can do two things. You can either go to a hospital where they put an injection, which is not very good for the muscles around it, or what I did, I gave her a body scan and I give her a treatment every week. And I can show the different measurements that we have done. And the thing is that I started at the end of June last year, give her treatments, and I measured her in July and also in August.
Yeah.
And the big difference was what we could see, that in June she was sitting in a wheelchair because she could not walk, and in August she likes to go to Scheveningen. We have there the pier and the harbour, and we walked from the pier to the harbour together without a wheelchair.
Awesome.
Yeah. So there is a lot of corrections that we can do.
This is very, very good. It's very, very good to hear this. So, in a layman's view, would you explain to our listeners what this machine, all that this machine does?
Yes. When we do the measurement, as I told you, there is going a frequency through your whole body. Then the measurement will take 8 minutes, and then the people are measured twice.
When you say measurement, is it that you have a tape or what?
No.
Measurement. Because somebody is listening and asking, has he become also a tailor?
No. We're not making clothes. No, as I told, the people are getting 2 electrodes on their ankles.
Electrodes.
We connect them to the device for global diagnostics. We start the measurement. People, they have to lay down or sit in a chair as quiet as possible.
Yes.
That is good for the good measurement. Then the machine start measuring, and that totally will take 8 minutes time.
8 minutes.
After the 8 minutes, we ask the people to come sit near us. Then we both can look into the computer, because that is the nice thing. The people can see their own body.
Yeah.
Then when we have done the measurement, first of all, it shows our 13 different body systems. We have 13 body systems, and the thing is, in a healthy body, they should cooperate well with each other. If they are doing that, the measurement of the body systems should go from the right hand top to the left hand bottom, and then go down like a stair. When there are systems with the same length, we know there is somewhere there a blockade. Yeah? If we open such a system, we get a complete preview of all disbalances which has to do with that system. When we speak about the disbalance, there's a group of body cells. One like to go to the left, the other one like to go to the right. While it is important that the cells are doing all the same thing. If they are not doing it, we call it a disbalance. Then we get the second page on the totally overview of all disbalances with 3 different colors behind it. Yeah? When there is a disbalance mentioned with a red color behind it, we know that there's a disbalance and the body is correcting its cells. Yeah? Our body is intellectual enough that we see something goes wrong, he's trying to correct it. When we see a disbalance with a blue line behind it, that we know that is a disbalance and the body likes to correct it, but it is costing for the person a lot of energy. And then furthermore, we see disbalances with a purple line behind it, and when the value is higher than 60, then we know those disbalances, we have to give a treatment. And the nice thing is that we have seen that if we give people those disbalances a treatment, yeah, when we treat first of all, when we measure the frequencies going through the whole body, when we treat, the measurement is going to the disbalance and it's going there to shuffle the body cells. That the body cells will start to do all the same thing.
Yeah.
And the treatment that we give will go on for 2 weeks. You will not notice it, but after 2 weeks the treatment is finished.
Now, hold on there, please. So how often do you see these purple lines as you are scanning?
We, after the scan, we see all the disbalances with the different colors behind it.
Yes, I said how often do you see the purple lines? Because you made mention about the blue line. When you see the blue line, then it means the person is exerting more energy to correct. You know? Yes. All right, and more energy is involved.
Yes.
Now, I want to know, how often do you see the purple lines?
100% by everybody.
Really?
Yes, by everybody. And I'm lying myself every month on the machine.
Yeah.
And I treat myself every 2 weeks. And there are purple lines disappearing, but there are new purple lines coming.
But why?
That has to do with stress, that has to do with emotional thing, that has to do when you have some problems in your intestines or in your stomach, when you eat something wrong or whatsoever. That all can be reasons that the purple lines are coming back again. And that's why it is very important to have once in a while a check like these.
Yes.
Because what is very important to know, if we treat the purple lines, the body is going to be stronger, so it can be treat the red and the blue lines even better. Really? You understand?
Yeah.
The body is getting stronger, the immune system is going up, and when you have a stronger body, it can correct things which are going wrong even better.
Wow. Really? So when you have more of these purple lines then,
yes,
the person develops sickness?
It is not a case of developing sickness in 1, 2, 3, but when you correct the purple lines, then the body is going to behave better.
Okay.
Yeah? So I mean, many times people ask me, can you see cancer on the machine? Yeah?
Really?
The machine is not developed to see cancer.
Yeah.
But we know when we can, for instance, oxidative stress we can see, when that is 100%, and we also can see the inflammation in the body. When that is very high, those two is for us an indication to say to the person, hey, I think it is good if you go to your doctor or to your hospital or even go to our center in Leiden, because we have to look further.
Wow, as you are speaking, don't you feel that people may be so scared to just begin to know what is happening in their body?
Yes.
And then I mean, you could see it from the facial expression, because when you are a doctor and then you are looking at, then this one is red and then red, I will be looking at your facial expression, because there's no how when you discover that the purple lines are more, your face remains the same, and then the people will be looking at that facial expression and already they are very scared, and it's like they have. So people will prefer even to be ignorant about whatever that is going on in there, you know. So please, how can you assure the people that this machine can correct whatever have been found?
Now, the thing is, we have also people who are scared.
Yeah.
But there are two very important things which you have to. You can wait till you have enough pain that you go to the doctor. Yeah. And you also can say, from, hey, I like to see in front if there is something going on. When I give you an example, I was having a lady came to me and she was having terrible stomach pain. And yeah, when people are in pain, they are afraid, and always nowadays we are always afraid about cancer. She went to the doctor, to the hospital, and they tested her urine, they tested her blood, and they tested her digestion. After 6 weeks, she went back to the hospital, still having stomach pain, and the doctor told her, I said, well, we have tested everything, and your body is 100% correct, nothing is going on in your body, don't be afraid. Yes. But the lady was still having stomach pain. So she heard from another person that I was working with my machine, and she came to me.
Yeah.
And I gave the lady a measurement, and after complete measurement, okay, we see some disbalance, but what was very important, because we can also see if people are allergic to something.
Yeah.
And this lady, believe it or not, she was allergic to mint, but she was eating every day chewing gum. So I told her, I said, please stop eating chewing gum, and I give you a phone call after 14 days. It didn't took 14 days. After 3 days, the lady gave me a call. She said, it's unbelievable, I don't have pain anymore.
Wow.
So simple it can be.
Yes.
Yeah? Yeah. And then a lady is very much afraid that she has something enormous in the body, what is going wrong. But this was only a case of stopping eating mint.
Wow. Awesome. Yes. Okay, there's a question for you.
Well, if you do a scan, you have all these charts coming up.
Yes.
Now, the interpretation you gave to the results, is it standard? I mean, like, if you see a disbalance,
yes.
Now how can you conclude that this balance means headache or allergy or whatever? How do you determine that?
Yeah, you have to see it in two different ways. If we see a disbalance, for instance, we know that we see on the 3D screen, because the people can also see their body in 3D. And when there is, for instance, coming a line from your nerve which is going into your brain, and that is colored, then we can ask the person, do you have many times headache? And they always have to confirm it. Yeah. Allergies is another thing. That is also another thing which can create different kind of problems. Yeah. Nowadays we see a lot of people, they are allergic to wheat. Yeah. A lot of people, they are allergic to egg yolk. And we don't say immediately, you have to stop now with using these products, because an allergy you can build up, but you can also overgrow an allergy. What we then say, that whenever you have an allergic reaction, please see if you have eaten or consumed one of the things that we have told you, and on that moment you have to stop with it. On the other hand, I've had a client, once in a month I'm going to Texel, do measurements over there, and I was having a client there. The man was having a restaurant, and I gave him a body scan, and he said the machine is not correct because I've been lying 3 times in hospital because I'm having problems with when I eat shrimps. Yeah? He is so sick he has to go to the hospital. So I was afraid that there was something wrong with the machine. I immediately called my colleague in Leiden, and she 100% ensured that when the shrimps was not mentioned on the list, the man can start slowly eating shrimps. because he has overgrown the allergy. And now he's eating screams. I see him every month.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Well, this is coming to you live on the waves of Radio Voice of Naija. Transmitting this hour on 105.2 MHz ether and 103.8 cable on Radio Razo. So give us a call on 02737-1619 to participate in this discussion on preventive body scan. Mr. Arno Karlas is right here in the studio. Should you have any question, just forward it to him directly. He will answer all your questions. Now, Mr. Karlas, how many measurements can one take and it is enough?
We advise people to do it. Yeah, it would be nice if they can do it every quarter of a year, but when you do it twice a year, that will be enough. I have even clients who go for another scan, which is quite expensive. They have to go to Germany and they have to pay around €1,000, and then they say, well, for that amount I can come every month to you. I said, yeah, you can do that, but it is too many. I mean, when you do that, when you will keep an eye on your own health, then one times in a quarter, that's enough.
One time. So is it very expensive to do?
No.
Okay. That means it's affordable for everyone. Is that what you are saying?
Yes. I can mention the costs. I mean, we do the complete consult actually in two parts. Normally, a consult was €99. That is a consult of about an hour. That is measuring, looking what is going on in the body, give the people the treatment and give them advice.
Yeah.
What we now have done, we have split it in two. We can offer the people a complete body scan, diagnostics and advice for €49.50. If people like to have a treatment, they pay the other €49.50.
Yeah.
And when it is necessary, I mean, many times we can see if the body is filtering good or not, then they need more treatment. So they don't have to have a full body scan, but then they can get some treatments afterwards. They pay €49.50, and after the third treatment, they get from us a new scan for free, because then we can show the person that what we have done, the advice that we have given when they have following it up, that it was good for them, because then we can compare the two measurements with each other and show the people that they have made an enormous improvement.
So let me understand you. For consultation is €99.
No, we are split it now in two.
So
€49.50 for measurement, diagnostic and advice. If people like to have a treatment, they also pay €49.50, and when they take 3 treatments, they get one body scan for free to check and to prove to the people that it's good what we have done. And after the third treatment, believe me, people are feeling better.
wow. So somebody out there listening, I think this is a very good offer that you can use for just roughly €50 to do body scanning and also to do the treatment with another €50.
Yes.
So that means if I have €100, I can get the diagnostic.
Yes, for €100 you have
The diagnosis,
the body scan,
the body scan.
you have the diagnosis, you have the advice, and also the treatment.
Wow.
And that is a consult totally from about 1 hour.
Yes. So I mean,
and an extra free scan afterwards.
When people take 3 treatments,
three treatments.
then after the third treatment, they immediately get a new scan.
Okay, let me ask you. So this treatment, what does it really mean? Because are they going to go and be buying these expensive medicines, or
No.
what is that? Or
The machine is,
expensive herbs? What is that the machine gives?
the machine is giving the treatment only. When the people need some supplements, yeah, of course, then they have to buy some supplements.
Yeah.
And I also like to tell the people, supplements are not cheap when you take the real natural supplements.
Okay.
A lot of people, they buy supplements in the stores, in the cheaper stores, and 95% of those supplements are made from oil. They are chemical vitamins. So if you like to take the quality, please go for the right branches, for the right good supplements.
And where would they get this?
They can get it in the store. We also have supplements with us. I myself, I'm a supplier of supplements.
Okay.
Many times we see, I mean, we are not measuring to sell supplements, but we know that if people have seen their own body on the screen, they are enthusiastic to start immediately using supplements.
Yeah.
So then they can buy it from us.
Okay, so...
We have fantastic supplements from America, and besides that, we also have, and that is a beautiful story, we have essential oils. 2000 years before Christ, the Egyptians used oil as their medication. We are having oils from America, and the results that we have got with the oils are tremendous.
Awesome, awesome. So, to those who are listening to us right now, are there some side effects you want them to know regarding this measuring?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because somebody may be there blinking the eyes and saying, oh, maybe there are some, more especially those expectant mothers, I mean pregnant women.
Yes.
Can they undergo your treatment? Because when you are pregnant, and then you want to do some X-ray, they will tell you, no, you are not required to do X-ray.
You're right. Two exceptions who we cannot give to the measurement and the treatment. That are people with a pacemaker.
Pacemaker.
Yeah, pacemaker. Yes.
And a pregnant woman.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay. Until when the person has delivered, then they can come.
And then still, it is not wise to do the test direct after delivering, because you know that the body is changing after delivering the baby. So then we're going to see and we're going to diagnose things which are normally not in the body.
All right.
So then they have to wait a couple of weeks.
Okay. We're going to take a short break right now. Yes. And then while we wait for anyone who is interested to call in. But I believe that people are listening.
Yes.
Thank you for such a powerful information. An expert here, Mr. Arno Karlas, who have come all the way to share more information on this global diagnostic machine that can scan your body and tell you what is happening to all of those trillions of cells in your body, and the machine is able to diagnose all of this.
Yes.
Thank you so much and welcome back. Now, when you have given the people the measurement, how are they going to get the treatment?
When we have done the measurements, we see all the disbalances, and the disbalances will be selected in a treatment plan.
This what?
Selected in a treatment plan, and then we connect. After looking to the computer, the people are going to sit back on the chair again or lay down, and then we connect them again to the machine.
Okay.
And then when we give a treatment, there is a frequency going to the disbalance, and there he's going to shuffle the cells. When it is, for instance, necessary, when people they have toxins in the lymphatic system, we can treat complete lymphatic system, shuffle the cells of the lymphatic system, that the toxins are going to the upper, and then when people start drinking more water, the toxins will go out of the body in an easy way. Further, when we see, for instance, I know I've had the chance of going twice for a month to Ghana, and we can see on the toxin side, we have one part that's called metal dental materials.
Okay.
When we give people a treatment here in Holland, then many times it is dental materials, because when you have a hole in your teeth and they fill it, that's giving metal pollution for your body.
Yeah.
When I was in Ghana, and also here in Amsterdam, I have a lot of clients from Ghana.
Yeah.
We see metal dental materials extremely high. And the people, they have all beautiful teeth, so that cannot come from the teeth. What we have seen is that the heavy metals are coming from fish. People consume a lot of fish, and you know there is quick in fish. So eating fish is very healthy. We don't say to the people stop eating fish, but once in a while you have to clean that part.
Okay.
Now, for instance, heavy metals you easily can clean with spinula or chlorella. That are supplements made from seaweed, from I don't know the English word, zeealgen.
Oh, sea algae.
What?
Sea algae.
What is that?
It's algae is a sort of Growth, I mean,
the
growth
plants,
in
the
plant in the
Oh yeah,
in the water.
yes, yes.
That green is very good to get the heavy metals out of your body. So then the people can just take for 1 month a supplement to get rid of the heavy metals. What is another very nice thing is that we have, besides our global diagnostic machine, we have another machine, and it is a machine to electronically detox. People are going to sit with their feet in a foot bath, and there's going a spiral in that foot bath that is the mind pole, and on the arm they get a wrist that is the plus pole. They start sitting with just clean water, and in a half-hour time the water will be dark brown.
Really?
Really, and that's taking out a lot of toxins out of your body.
Let me ask you this thing. Does the body react when it doesn't get, when you are used to getting this treatment,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden you can't get the treatment anymore, maybe for one thing or the other, just like those who are on drug, and then sometimes their body becomes so used to it, and then when it doesn't get this drug, it's reacting. So when you have trained your body to be detoxing all the time and they getting treatment all the time, does it react at a point when it has no opportunity of getting the treatment? There are some young girls even here, they derive pleasure in having baby with so many men because they must get alimentation. Yes. So how is the law affecting them in that area?
Well, in that area they are being helped in certain kind of way because they don't need to go after the money, they will receive it automatically. So in a certain kind of way you could say that they are being helped. This is a certain group of women that is a problem, and those kind of women normally end with the Raad voor de Kinderbescherming, because normally I have some clients who are in those in that situation, and well, what happens is that they will get guidance and they will get explanation about birth control and those kind of things.
Birth control? We're not talking about birth control here because they see it as a means of making money. They see it as a means of enriching themselves. Do you understand? So I want to also know, are there some level of are there specific amount they are supposed to have for a year? So that means you don't exceed this level. You don't exceed this level. Let's assume they've made kids with Mr. A, Mr. B, and Mr. C, and these are people who are very rich and who can afford to pay any amount, because before the ladies dictate how much they want for their alimony. Right. So now, according to the new law, are there some restrictions that can make them, even though they've made kids with 10 men, they can only have 1,500 from all of this for the whole month?
No. No. There are no restrictions. It could be that Father A pays more alimony than Father B. It depends on what he is earning. So, but there are no new restrictions. The law has not been modified in that regards.
Okay. No. Okay. So, but you were saying something about birth control, because I have 1 second to round up with you. You said something about birth control. Do you think the problem it has to do with birth control?
No, I don't think that...
because there are some people, there are some women, permit me to say this, they deliberately want to go into this child production because they know that they will get alimony from all of this, and they are living based on that.
Yeah. I know, that is true, but that has not much to do with this law. Nor with the law in regards to the birth control, in regards to the child alimony, which we are discussing today, because what we are talking about in this case is in reality a total other problem, is that people are making, in this case women, are making children for the wrong reason, for a financial reason. And if we are talking about these cases, these are not cases which are solved by the alimony or anything like that, but have to be solved by talking with those people through the Raad voor de Kinderbescherming, for example, or the Bureau Jeugdzorg, and trying to educate, because this is a mental thing, educate those people and explain them that you cannot make babies just for financial benefit.
Thank you so much. So the last question is, from your practice, have you ever seen or witnessed a man that do women pay alimentation to men as well?
Yeah, that happens as well. I have clients who are, for example, a lady who is a very famous singer here in Holland, and she pays alimony to the men because she earns more. So that exists as well. I have to say, normally it's the other way around, but it exists as well.
Okay. Thank you, lawyer, for being with us this morning. We hope we can have you again and again. God bless you.
God bless
You will not get used to it. It's impossible.
Okay.
Well, another nice thing is, and that is also relating to the body scan, if we give people a scan, we get a complete overview of all allergies that they have, as I told you already.
Yeah.
But what is also very important, it gives also a complete overview of all the bacteria and viruses people have in their body.
Yeah.
A lot of time, we have clients, they have slept very well, but when they are awake, they are tired.
Yes.
Yeah. How does that come? Many people from African countries, they have a lot of bacteria in their intestines. And what is happening then, that is getting a small film on the inside of your intestines, that your body is not observing the vitamins very well.
Oh.
And that's why people are getting tired. For instance, there are a lot of people getting an injection with vitamin B. Now what we do, we can see the number of bacteria people have in their intestines. We give then a treatment that the number of bacteria will be lowered, and then we advise them to take the good vitamin B complex, and in 3 weeks' time the energy is back.
Okay. Now you made mention that the people from Africa, they are getting, you're finding them getting more bacteria. Is that?
Yes.
So those people, what are they getting?
Now, as you know, in those warm countries, you're getting a lot of bacteria in your hand from the money. Yeah, the money is many times wet. That is giving a lot of bacteria.
Yeah.
When before we went to Ghana, yeah, we have here in Holland, I was treating people, we measured them, and a normal treatment time is about 15 to 20 minutes.
Yeah.
But when we went to Ghana, the treatment time was about 35 till 45 minutes. And why is that? Because they have so many bacteria. And every single bacteria should be treated, so that we have very long consults.
Then they have to pay you double, Mr. Karlas.
No. A consult is a consult. But we like to give quality to the people.
Wow.
Yeah? And
yes.
that is also why we only advise people to take the right supplements. I give you an example. I'm for instance, consultant for Young Living. I was getting 15 years long. I got simvastatin from my doctor because my cholesterol is high.
Yeah.
The simvastatin got me 3 times in hospital because I was having an inflammation on my pancreas.
Oh.
And the people told me you have to read the prescription of your medication, and it was mentioned on the prescription that the simvastatin could give you inflammation on your pancreas. So what I did, I throw my simvastatin away, and what I take now is 2 drops of lavender oil in a capsule, and I take it every day. And my bad cholesterol was always 5.9, 6.1, and now it went down to 3.1. Only taking 2 drops lavender oil every day. So we have, for instance, oil for people with high blood pressure, diabetes, cholesterol, all kinds of problems. We can give people a good oil for it.
Really? And you have them?
Yes.
All right. Now, can you tell people how they can contact you? Do you mind?
Yes. Now, I think the best way is when I give my phone number to the people.
Yeah.
Yeah. They can.
Yes. Are we around? Yeah.
Well, normally not.
Yeah. But for now?
You already asked me. It's okay.
They can reach me under my mobile number. I will give the number. That is 0653 186122. I repeat it. 0653 186122. Or they can send me an email under info@corpus-control.nl, and corpus control is both starting with the C of Cornelis.
Yes. Corpus-control.nl.
Yes.
Awesome.
They also can have a look at my website,
Yeah.
www.corpus-control.com.
Okay. So, because of our time,
Yeah.
what are some of the oil you have which you want people who are excited to really begin to use? Because somebody can be listening and the person will want some oil.
Yes.
Can they get oil without treatment?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
I'm having a lot of clients here in Amsterdam Southeast. I don't know if your listeners mainly coming here from this area.
Yeah.
And then every week I'm here, so then I'm more than happy to bring the oil to the people. No problem.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And you can use, that is the nice thing of the oil, you can use them in 3 different ways. You can use them topically. Yeah, as you know, we have those reflection points under our feet. They can put the oil there. They can use it internally, then they can just swallow. And they can use it aromatically, and that is when they have a diffuser at home. They can put 2 drops of oil in a diffuser, and then it will make that the air is mixed with the oil.
Wow.
I have, for instance, a lot of people who sleep very poor.
Yes.
And then I advise them to take lavendel oil in a diffuser, and since they're taking that, they sleep fantastic.
Wow. I think so many people will need this, even including myself too. So what what would you like for our audience to remember this interview before we sign off?
Yes. Now the main important thing is for all the listeners, and that is, we have the cheapest medication that we have is water. And if people start drinking water, calculate how much water you should drink every day. I mean, a lot of people, they have to come to 2 liters a day. And if they are smart, they take 1 liter, they prepare it with the juice of a fresh lemon that they even can start making now already to clean their lymph system, which is very important for a good health.
Well, thank you so much, Mr. Karlas, and we hope it has been a very wonderful interview with you. And those who want to contact you, they already have your telephone number.
Yes.
And if there are people who are there who may claim not to have known the number, you can also give us a call on 0684-606-550. You already know our number, our listeners, you know it. Should you want to know more about this machine, please, you can also go to our website. You can see some of the details of Mr. Karlas, because with the newsletter, this is also there, so they can also contact you direct.
Fantastic.
So those who you didn't get the spelling very well, please, you can also go to our website. You will see the name, the way it is written, and also the organization, the company, the way it is written, and then you can copy it from those angles, because for the sake of time, we are going to round up.
Yes.
Right.
Thank you very much for having me here.
Thank you. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. And remember, investing just €100, €50 for your health is not too much for the gain that you stand to.